Hi, I'm George John Weaver III. I was born west of the Mississippi River and south of the Mason-Dixon line in a little town called Fort Smith. I was given my father's name, but that's all that I know of my father. He would only stay with my mother for more than a year after I was born, and then he would leave. I would never come to know the love of my father. Now I have 3 sisters, and as you can tell probably, I haven't come from a very affluent family. Poverty has always been something that has affected me on a daily basis ever since I was a kid. I remember one time I asked my mom for $1 and she laughed in my face and said money doesn't come from trees. Over a period of time I did find that was true. My mother, God rest her soul, at one point, and often most points in her life, had 3 jobs just to take care of 4 kids. Now, this being very strenuous on her, she never had any time to take care of us. We were left to our own. Never did we ever have a babysitter because she couldn't afford it. Most of the times I wasn't even able to play in sports in high school because my mother, first of all, didn't have the time to take me to those sports and didn't have the money to pay for injuries. Healthcare was a major issue in our family. If we ever had something broken, it would take us weeks before we'd even be able to go to the doctor because we couldn't afford it. Now, since my mother was so poor, she would often move from place to place looking for a job. She had never even graduated high school. I could say maybe on the top of my head that I've went to more than 12 different schools in Arkansas. Van Buren, Fort Smith, Coal Hill, Clarksville, Russellville, Dover. Those are just a few of the schools that I went to. I often wasn't able to make friends because of the fact that I moved from school to school. Usually a religious affiliated organization or maybe the school would give us some food sometimes on the weekends. And over time I did figure out that we were poorer than most people. It was age 20 that I became homeless after a disaster that happened in my family, the death of my mother. When I was homeless, I was living on the streets. There's not many things that somebody can think that they can do when they're living on the streets. Well, after I became homeless for 2 years, I had a friend from my childhood that told me about college, Arkansas Tech University. He said that if you fill out FAFSA, that you'll be able to go there. And eventually, after you graduate, you can pay it back. It would sound like a great deal to me, what with me being homeless and all that. So I took them on the opportunity. I'm studying political science. Political science is the study of our government and how it affiliates with the people around us and how they affiliate with the government back and forth. I'm interested in politics because, as I said, I've come from a background that most people probably have come from, in poverty. Now that I've found my purpose since I've joined Arkansas Tech University, I've become more involved with the community. I'm part of CHT Hall Government, Special Olympics at ATU, the Pre-Law Society, the Debate and Forensics team on ATU campus, and even the Young Democrats, which I'm very proud of that. I've had a previous internship with the Democratic Party of Arkansas, and I'm also joining other organizations on campus so I can become more involved with the community. One of the few values that I've taken away from my life is that strong people come from hard backgrounds. And I believe that through most of what I've gone through has made me the person that I am today. You know, I'm better adapt to make better judgments on my behalf financially, friend-wise, better judgments basically on anything that I can think of.